Hello and welcome back to We Who Are About to Die, and the first thing that we must do is we must order some ordinary gear, and of course that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to try to get prepared for the Mr. Ordinary run in the next life, so to speak. And so yeah, what otherwise we're going to do is, well, not much else, because as you can see we have every single upgrade available. I'm not going to be doing any training because we're pretty high level right now with pretty much everything. There is a 1 versus many here with spoils to the victor. There are only 4 enemies to actually deal with here, so I'm thinking we're probably going to go for them. They don't have any flails or anything like that either. This is a wild card. Not a big fan of that one. I don't really care about this either because, as you can see, we're not really getting a huge amount of money for it. And for some reason, my bets are not available. I don't know why my bets aren't available sometimes. I don't know. It's a bit strange, right? Yeah, a bit strange, because usually when the malaise comes in, you know, that random event or whatever, usually it actually disables the training and Scolo upgrades and all that stuff. But yeah, anyway, we're just going to be going for this. Let's just take a quick look, make sure that I've got everything appropriately equipped. Yep, it looks as though we are all fine. And as you can see, we are also repairing a bunch of stuff as well. I'd love to be able to use the Bardiche here because we only have 5 enemies, and it is obviously going to be much, much better at dealing damage. But we're just going to have to make do with what we have. And so that is what we're going to do right now. And actually, hilariously enough, I believe that if we win this, because this is a fight for Maza, it is going to qualify us for the should we say victory objective, basically, for the criminal. And I'm thinking, hey, that might actually be a good idea because we're pretty much done. The only thing that I really need to do is try to find that golden frying pan. That's the most important thing to think about going forward here. So I'm thinking, you know what, maybe we should just go ahead and do that. Oh, nice hit, nice hit. Now bear in mind, you've got to remember, okay? You've got to remember, this game is not ex anima, okay? Because ex anima is obviously very momentum based, and as this is momentum based as well. Do bear that in mind. This is momentum based as well, of course. You know, as you've been seeing in the series so far, extremely momentum based. There, you know, the more speed you can get behind your attacks, the more damage you're going to be able to do, of course. However, it is a bit more patience rewarded. You know what I mean? It kind of gives you a little bit more value if you are careful with your strikes, because there, I mean, obviously there's a stamina system in both games as far as I'm aware. I don't have a lot of experience with Ex Anima, but I just wanted to let you know that generally, while this might look a little bit clunky and so on and so forth, do bear in mind it is very much intentional that the game is rewarding you for patience. It's rewarding you for patience. It's giving you that that kind of like, well, you're gonna have to be careful, measure every single strike you take. You don't want to rush around just spamming the button. Obviously, that's the point. That's what a lot of people do when they first start playing, myself included. You know, you start playing the game and you're like, oh, I should really try to spam the button because I want to do damage. But no, spamming the button is actually probably one of the worst things you can do. And that's the thing. I still do it, okay? I still do it sometimes because I'm thinking to myself, I really want to, you know, I really want to do something. I really want to do some damage here. I really want to attack this enemy. And yeah, sometimes it actually works all right, dependent on the weapon you're using, of course. But most of the time, you do not want to spam. And so while Ex Anima, of course, as I say, may have a little bit more speed to it, and that's the point. You've got to bear in mind that this game has literally just come out, and Ex Anima has been in early access for a number of years now. I think it came out in 2018. I'm actually not entirely sure on the date exactly, but I just wanted to kind of let you know that, you know, if you're more familiar with Ex Anima and you're just coming in at the later episodes of this series, then you might still very much get along with this. You might still very much enjoy it because it does have that same momentum-based system, albeit with a little bit of a slower pace to the gameplay. Because, of course, as I say, patience is rewarded in this, and your stamina, of course, is going to play a pretty big role. And the amount of enemies you're fighting are, of course, going to play a big role too. As you can see, I just murdered that fellow. Very nice indeed. Now, if we can actually just eliminate some of the others, that would be wonderful. And bear in mind, I'm actually not even really trying too hard here, surprisingly enough. It's because we've only got 5 enemies to fight, and they're actually being quite passive, surprisingly enough. Look at that, 26 damage. That's really, really nice. Now, you may also be thinking, okay, wow, this guy's using way too many overheads, you know, referring to me, of course. And here's the thing. Polearms, in general, have 2 very effective ways to attack. One is the horizontal forehand attack, which is this. As you can see right there, that's pretty effective if you attack an enemy that doesn't really have a shield or is not really using the shield appropriately. And the other is an overhead, because you can't actually use the backhand attack adequately enough, because, again, bear in mind, you're using a massive polearm. It has weight behind it. And the polearm itself is going to, while it is obviously very large and you can wield it in such a way in real life, of course you can change the way that your stance is or something like that. You can definitely change that. However, the main problem with doing that, of course, in this game is that it's weight-based. A lot of things are weight-based. I don't know whether you've noticed, but with my weapon specifically, I have been... I had some problems, you know. I had some problems at the very start when I was using polearms. I actually said to you, way back in the series, I said, whoa, I don't think polearms are for me. I'm not a big fan of it, because I just wasn't very good at using overheads. And now I've become so much better with them. As you can see, I mean, look at that. That was a lot easier than you might expect, you know. It was a lot easier. And that is just purely for the fact that I had experience, you know. I just had a little bit more experience. And as someone actually mentions in a review of X-Anima, actually, hilariously enough, it literally is a case of leveling yourself up when it comes to your own player skill in the game. It's very much a case of that. It's very reminiscent of that when I play this game as well, because I've basically leveled myself up more than I've leveled my character up, because as I actually experienced in a previous run where we actually had a situation where I was playing a no weapons challenge, basically a scrounge run is what it's called. And if you haven't seen that, obviously highly recommend it. One of the videos is probably called that. I'd recommend part 18, because that's a 2-hour long live stream that I did. Super fun. Had a lot of chat interaction, and someone in the chat actually challenged me to the no weapons challenge, and it was so cool, like really cool, because it basically forced me into situations where I would be pretty much going into the fight without anything to my name. I had nothing to my name whatsoever, and I had to try and make the best of it. So I was going in there, my Gladiator had skills, all these weapon skills were, I think, in the 70s or 80s, because I was just using absolutely everything with the exception of spears, I think. And as you can see, my polearms have actually reached maximum skill level. But anyway, the point is, what I wanted to say is that polearms in general are very unwieldy, but if you can wield them well by using overheads effectively, and if you can use forehand strikes relatively well too, then you're going to have a great time. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Anyway, as you can see, I have reached the victory status, and unfortunately my ordinary pieces of equipment here are not providing me with the thing that I want. So we're going to have to re-roll a little bit. I don't think I'm actually going to be getting anything here, because as you can see, we're just getting godly items. We're getting all that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking we're just going to sell the bronze cuirass now, because we don't actually need that. Don't think I really took that much damage. Yeah, this needs to be replaced. Actually, wait a minute. Where's the left one? There we go. The left one needs to be replaced. Yeah, so that's the thing. Either what we do now is we basically just end the run and we go and play with Mr. Ordinary, which I think might be quite fun, because I personally feel like we've basically completed the polearm only challenge, because we've done the backstory objective. We've only used polearms for 99% of the fights. I think one fight we actually used a mace because it was a luck of the draw, and it was, well, impossible to find a polearm that was actually going to do the job, especially in a 1 versus many situation. And otherwise, apart from that, yeah, it seems pretty good in my opinion. It seems like a pretty decent time to end, at least I think so. So I'm just going to quickly, I'm going to do another 14 rerolls to get me to 200,000 fame, and we're going to see if we can find the golden frying pan. If I do not see the golden frying pan, then what I'm actually going to do is I will take the most expensive item with me in the heirloom slot, and then I will literally just sell that. And I can only hope that I don't get the slave, because if I do get the slave, using a bunch of ordinary and adequate equipment is going to reduce my fame multiplier by a pretty significant margin. Or actually, maybe not, because I can actually use things like this. The aspirant strap's really, really nice. As you can see, plus 20% fame multiplier, but of course I am very lightly armored at this point. I probably won't be able to get too far. I think armor really makes a huge difference later down the line, so we got to bear that in mind too. Anyway, it doesn't seem like I'm getting particularly lucky, which is very sad, but I'm probably going to run across the golden frying pan in the actual run itself. Alright, so the Bardiche sells for 10,000. I think that's probably going to be the thing. Oh, no, I can take the Iron Cuirass with me, which is 13,000. Yep, I'm probably going to do that. Yep, that seems pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to be taking the Iron Cuirass with me, and otherwise we're just going to be selling every other thing, and then we'll be able to do that. And technically, yes, I know, I could go through to the next week, and I could order some more ordinary pieces of equipment. Technically, I could re-roll another 200 times at the shop if I wanted to do that as well. But for me personally, I'd like to go on to Mr. Ordinary and see how we do there, because I feel like we've kind of proven ourselves quite nicely here, and there's not much more we can do. So apart from that, I need to trade. I'm going to trade 180,000. Okay, 180,000 is what I'm going to trade for the. There we go, for the money. And how much is 180,000 actually going to give me? This is crazy. I've never actually done anything like this before. This is super, super big. So let's do it. There we go. That is, whoa, 78,000. Very nice indeed. Okay, so now what we can do is we can invest all of this. Thankfully, there is a 10,000 per press now in the button. And this is going to be so much easier. Oh, I didn't have to press it over 200 times. Oh, that is so much fun. All right, and there you go. We now have a possible gold of 24,000 when we go to our next character. And otherwise, let's go for Absolution. There we go. Fantastic. So we've got the Iron Cuirass that we're taking with us. Bear in mind, I'm not going to be using it, of course, because it is masterwork. Masterwork quality. Doesn't make any sense for me to do that. And there we go. Let's start the new run. What do you bet we get? Not criminal. What do you bet we get? The slave? Oh no, we didn't. We got a former soldier. Okay. The challenge level, according to the skulls, is 3. Retire having saved up enough gold. I think that's pretty easy, actually. I don't think that's too bad, considering. I don't know why the challenge level is 3 skulls. I think, personally, former soldier is probably more like 1 skull, I think, at least. I think it's kind of easy to do, to get 100,000 gold. I don't know, maybe it's just me, because you can basically just stack fame multipliers, and then you can get a huge amount of fame, and then you can trade that fame for gold. And there are no deficits here. The Skolo doesn't actually take anything from you, which is super, super nice. The main problem comes with the stamina problems. So you see here, maximum stamina reduced by 20. That's pretty significant. Stamina regeneration reduced by 5%. Also pretty significant. Anyway, we're going to be calling him Mr. Ordinary, because, you know, that's what the run is. So that's what we're going to do. There was actually someone else that gave me a really wonderful name suggestion, but because this is obviously one of my commenters' challenges, I'm just going to go with what they said was basically the run, and that is the Mr. Ordinary run, so that's what we're going to go for. And 24,000 gold is what we're going to start with. Obviously, I do have the Iron Cuirass too, so let us start. I am on Gladiator difficulty. There we go. Okay, that's perfect. And we also start with 2,000 fame, which is actually pretty nice. Anyway, so we can actually sell this for 9,300, but I'm probably not going to do that right now. What I'm actually going to be looking for is I'm actually going to look to unlock this and then re-roll the shop once. I think that's pretty much all I'm going to be doing, but let's just take a quick look at what we can do here. Many versus many. I want to unlock these things. 1 versus 1, 1 versus 1. Oh, sad. Sad. So sad. Okay. Yeah, that's not looking particularly good. Okay, the 1 versus 1, both of these are absolutely fine. I'm probably going to go for the insurance. So let me just do a little bit of re-rolling here. So I'm just going to... Actually can't do that. I could technically trade some gold. I could trade some gold for fame, which is actually not even entirely bad. So let me actually just trade 10,000 gold for some fame. There we go. So now we've got... Wow, look at that. That's actually... Wow, that's actually crazy. We just got 10,000 fame. All right, that's super nice in actual fact. So we're now just going to unlock this. Oh, look at that. We already got an ordinary helmet. My helmet is actually not even entirely bad, as you can see. It is an adequate thing. We're actually going to be selling this spear because I really do not want to use that. We're also going to be unlocking a couple of slots here. Let's see. This is actually sturdy. Okay, so I cannot use these, and I cannot use these. And this is the reason why I'm kind of a bit perplexed as to why the game says that this is three-star challenge level, because you can see here you start with sturdy militia pauldrons, which is actually pretty good. They are pretty good, but I am going to literally just be putting them down here, and we're just going to unlock a couple of extra slots there, just one more slot, and I can use everything else because this is all adequate. So yeah, technically it's ordinary and adequate gear is what we are restricted to. So otherwise, let's have a look and see what I can get here. Oh, we got the golden frying pan immediately. Look at that. We got it immediately. Okay, that's amazing. That is absolutely fantastic. Give me that. Thank you. All right, that is perfect. Okay, so now we're good. Now we're good. Unfortunately, the golden frying pan doesn't have a huge amount of durability. So in situations where I'm actually going to be fighting against in a 1 versus many situation, it's not really going to work too well for me. So when the durability gets low, I'm going to have to drop it and then pick up something else. So there's a little bit of adaptability on that side as well. Anyway, let's just take a quick look here. I do want to get some upgrades. I'm not going for extraordinary, by the way. I will not be going for this at all throughout the entirety of the run. That just doesn't make sense. We're going to be going for one-handed maces because that is generally what the frying pans are all about. So that's what we're going to do. There's also... I would like to get entourage, but I don't think I can get that just yet. Is there anything else that we want to go for? Not really. I mean, yeah, we who are about to disinfect, I think I should probably just go for that straight away. And let's go for some stamina here as well. Just train a little bit. I don't think I need to do anything more. I don't need to order anything. I think we can pretty much stay with what we have here. And I'm going to be selling this when the refund rate is at 70% or above. And I'm gonna re-roll one more time because we might get a frying pan shield. No. Not getting a frying pan shield. That's unfortunate. But there's actually arm wraps here. Technically, I could get the arm wraps. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to buy the arm wraps. That seems pretty good. I mean, it's minus 10% fame multiplier, but it does give me 18% armor. Oh, look at me. Oh, 18% armor. Yes, that's so wonderful, isn't it? Anyway, okay. So, yeah, we're just going to be going into this, which is the insurance round, because I just don't want my golden frying pan to... sustain any damage, because then I'm going to have to repair it, and that's going to be terrible. But hopefully I'm not going to really require that much repairing or anything like that throughout the entirety of the run. Oh, it is also luck of the draw. Oh, I should... Okay, well, there you are then, I guess. Unfortunate, isn't it? Yes, unfortunate. Well, that's fine, I guess. Oh, they actually gave me a frying pan. Oh, there we go. Perfect. All right, and they gave me a shield as well. Okay, so we're just going to do damage to this guy. He's literally just going to die. I mean, pretty easily, in my opinion. Literally, what is he even using right there? What is that? What is that thing he's using? I have no idea. It seems like a vase or some other really weird piece of equipment, but yeah, there's no way he is going to survive this. Not in a million years. Because we're cooking with gas. He's got a flame. I've got a frying pan. I mean, does he want me to cook for him or what? No, that's not going to happen, sir. That is not going to happen. There we go. Okay, wait a minute. This is going to be a little bit problematic. As you can see, this shield is absolutely terrible. as you might expect. There are better shields available, hilariously enough. Okay, let me just... There we go. I actually feel like using a shield sometimes makes things even worse for my defenses. It actually seems to make things worse. Unless it's a godly shield or something like that, because obviously the godly shield does tend to have a little bit of a better ratio going on, you know. I probably should have bet something, actually, now that I think about it. Betting something probably would have made sense, but I was a bit of an idiot about that, apparently. Anyway, we seem to be doing all right here so far. I just need to make sure I don't take too much damage. But we did get we who are about to disinfect, didn't we? I think we did. Yeah, look at that. I was actually blocking, but unfortunately it didn't actually do much, which is kind of sad. Not sure why that happened, but there you go. That was easy enough. Oh, they actually gave me a larger shield at the very end. Well, that doesn't really help me now, does it? No, it doesn't. Oh well, never mind. It did take me 1 minute 30. We've got to bear in mind that these early fights are now going to take me a lot longer, because obviously I'm using weapons that are, well, quite clearly not very good. Throwing skill is what I'm going to go for rather than the match reroll. I don't see the point in that. A wooden daka. Yes, wooden daka. No, that's pretty terrible. Not going to do that. I'm going to gain the fame instead. That sounds pretty fun. We've still got the golden frying pan here, and the refund rate is at 70%, which is absolutely fantastic. So we're basically just going to be selling everything else that we have in our inventory here, and I'm going to be probably getting entourage, I think. I think getting entourage is probably going to be something that I would like to do. And yeah, I think, is there anything else that we want to do actually? Let me just see here. I need fame, so let's just go for 6,000. Is that enough actually? Yeah, that is, oh no, that is, I already had enough. Never mind, I actually already had enough. I was a bit of an imbecile about that. Oh well, never mind. We can actually get aspirant welfare as well if we wanted to, which I think might be a fun idea. Let's purchase some more training just because we can. I don't really need anything else. We can order some more stuff, some ordinary stuff if we wanted to. Oh, also the anvil ram headdress is amazing for fame multipliers. So I'm probably actually going to be buying this straight away. And I'm going to be keeping this other helmet because you never know. This one has a very low durability, so very likely it is going to be destroyed. I don't have any money anymore, so I'm basically just going to be going on here. This is shrouded, unfortunately, so not sure about that. This is entourage, so this means it's going to be a super easy victory for us. I think we're probably just going to go for this one. And let's have a look at the bets. Oh, win within 3 minutes. That's going to be so easy. All right, yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Because I can train on this guy really, really fast. We can basically just go straight on in. Do some good damage. We've got entourage, so obviously we've got some people helping us. And I'm going to gain a significant amount of fame here as well. If we can win this and actually deal some good damage before my allies actually wail on this guy and take him down, then we'll probably be in a great position to earn some quick fame here. It would be really nice if we could get a 1 versus many, though. I'd love to do that, to be honest. The golden frying pan seems to do some nice damage already. Look at that, 8.8 damage. I'm like, oh yes, 8.8 damage. Oh, that's a lot of damage right there. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, unfortunate that this guy's actually using a large two-handed weapon. It does make things a little bit difficult for me to actually get into range and actually do something against him. Considering I'm actually training as well, I'm not really going to be doing that much damage, unfortunately. And I'm actually taking weird amounts of like, what is it, incidental damage, pretty much, which is kind of weird. Not sure what's going on about that. As you can see, this guy is literally able to do damage randomly, it seems. There we go. Is that a kill? No, that was just a bit of slowdown right there. Oh, he killed. Ah, you killed him, sir. You killed him. Oh, well, never mind. Oh, well, there we are. We did it within 1 minute, so technically, even if we had that bet, we would have been able to do it. But yes, it's a nice amount of cash. And we did get some pretty decent fame, as you can see. Not bad. You know, it would have been really good to get more than that. Relic minus 0.1? This one? What is that? What? Why am I getting... Whoa, I think that's the first time I've actually seen that. Let's go for max HP. Max HP sounds pretty fun with the former soldier because we already start with plus 20, so I think that seems like a pretty fun idea. Anyway, let me actually just have a look here. Why is this a relic? Is it because it gives me minus 10? But everything else gives me minus 10, right? No? No, nothing else gives me a -10. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, well, maybe we can find some armor that is actually going to give me a little bit less of a deficit, but thankfully my helmet didn't actually take any damage, and there's also a shield here that I could potentially buy. It is reinforced, so it might actually make sense for me to purchase it. I think I will just purchase it because I don't have a shield right now, and we're just going to unlock this slot, and this is the throwing weapon right here. So the throwing weapons are actually ordinary quality. So if you want to do a throwing build, you're gonna have to not take extraordinary in the Skolo upgrades. That's obviously going to make a huge difference to their discoverability in the shop. What I actually, you know what? I'm going to make a suggestion now. Tell me if you agree. The suggestion is having backup weapons when it comes to thrown weapons. So for example, I'm talking about a shield. So for example, you have 2 weapon slots, right? What I'd like to see is being able to go into the fight with 2 different weapons equipped in the form of throwing weapons. Obviously, this is a throwing weapon. Very obviously, you know, it has the prefix throwing. Obviously, it's meant to be thrown, of course, you know, right? But here's the thing. When you throw it, it's got very low durability. So it's basically going to get destroyed super easily. It doesn't have a huge amount of damage, so it's not going to kill anyone in one hit, not unless you're amazing with it and you hit someone in the head, I guess. But what I'd like to see actually is this having slightly higher durability, so maybe something like 5 or 10 or something like that, but being able to equip 2 of these, 1 in each slot, would actually be very cool, because then that would allow us, as a throwing build, if we actually had a throwing build going right now, it would allow us to go straight on in with 2 throwing weapons and actually have a bit of a better chance of getting some kills with a throwing weapon build. At least, in my opinion, I think that would be kind of cool. Obviously, if you don't agree, then by all means, let me know. And let me know why. Let me know why you don't agree. But anyway, let's actually have a look-see here. I'm going to go for another bit of training. And I don't think I really need to train anything or get any upgrades at the moment. I did get a shield just now, so that's pretty good. Let's reveal some things. Oh, 1 versus many seems pretty fun. This is a many versus many. This is many versus many. All right, so what is this? Is this a... Oh, this is an entourage as well. Wow. How lucky have we gotten with this? This is super, super lucky. All right, so unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to deal 400 damage. That's almost impossible. I don't have any of this. I could deal 50 damage to teammates, but that's also not going to work. So we're just going to win within 5 minutes. That's going to be super easy for us to do anyway. But of course, I'm training and, well, I have a frying pan. Yes, I have a frying pan. So it is going to make things a little bit difficult. Obviously, you've got to bear in mind that in my previous challenge run, not the polearm one, but the one before that, where we were playing with basically any weapon that we could pick up from the ground, I was using a frying pan. I was doing about 10 damage every single time I would hit someone. And 10 damage, as you may or may not know, is pretty awful. So yeah, and you can imagine how much mace skill I had at that time. I actually had pretty decent amount of mace skill at that time, so it was a lot easier for us to deal damage. But as it stands right now, I don't have any of that, so it is much, much harder. Oh, nice. Wow, that was a critical and I only did 10 damage. Is it literally impossible to do more than 10 damage with this? Oh well, never mind. My stamina is increasing, which is quite nice. Can I actually kill this guy? I want to get that kill, please. I want to get that kill. There we go. He actually left him alone for me. That's nice of him. Wow, look at that. I literally went right through his block right there. That was actually super nice. Can we actually do some damage? There we go. I just want to train. That's it. I just want to train. I just want to hit people with my frying pan. It seems like a lot of fun, actually. I do very much enjoy using the frying pan, hilariously enough. I don't know why that is, but I do. And look at that. I actually hit that guy really nicely on the legs, and it seemed to not really take that much damage fall off. So that's pretty nice. That was pretty good. And I'm just hoping that my frying pan is not going to get destroyed too easily, at least. Okay, I'm gonna have to be careful. He stole my kill. Oh well, never mind. It's absolutely fine. He's helping. You know, he's helping. He's like, "I'll help you, sir," and I'm like, "Oh, well, thank you. I will cook you some eggs, sausages, and something later because apparently, you know, That's what we. I'm the cook. I'm the cook of the gladiator pit. Was that a slash? I mean, like a stab? Can I stab with the pan? That's hilarious. I can stab with the pan. Look at that. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. The first thing Gordon Ramsay would tell you is probably don't stab with the pan. That's probably not the best idea. I'm sure he's had a couple of people try to stab him with a pan, but let's not hope that that's the case, because you know he's a very funny individual. Anyway, there we go. We were able to achieve victory with the pan. Although I do have a couple of people that actually helped me out here, of course, so they really made a huge difference. I think I probably would have been able to achieve victory without them, but don't count on it. Don't count on it at all. Anyway, we got some nice fame right there. And what are we getting? Oh yes! Oh, I love that. Okay, this is fantastic. Look at this. Look at this. Look at what we're getting right here. This is an amazing weapon. I love this weapon. It is absolutely fantastic. My golden frying pan does need a little bit of a repair, so I'm thinking, you know what? Let's buy it. Let's use this. We'll train in a couple of one-handed swords as well. We've got some left braces right here. I don't actually have any left braces, so we're going to buy those as well. And now we've got even more fame multiplier. We're doing pretty fantastic, actually, surprisingly enough. Okay. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Okay, let me just re-roll here for a real quick second. Let me see if I can find something a little better for something. I'm kind of trying to look for... I mean, we could buy these. I mean, they're an upgrade, right? They're an upgrade by a very small margin. So yeah, I guess I will buy those, and we'll just put them on there. I'm going to keep these just in case. We're going to just buy an additional slot, and then we'll just re-roll once. What is this? One-handed sword. Yeah, it's alright. Some of the adequate weapons are actually pretty good, surprisingly enough. You wouldn't think that they would be so good, but yeah, they actually are. Anyway, we're just going to repair, and we're going to train in one-handed swords, because that's what we're going to do in this one. And I should probably get heirloom, shouldn't I? I should probably get heirloom, and I should definitely get unionized, but I'm actually going to look for a 1 versus many here real quick. Okay, oh wow, all 1 versus 1s. That's actually kind of sad. Definitely didn't want that. Okay. Well, that's sad, isn't it? Yeah, that is actually kind of sad. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to reveal some things. Okay, so Valerius is actually at 45% right now, so we probably want to do something for someone else. Okay, Joradus or Aluora. I think Aluora should probably get a little bit more relation with her. And we're going to go in with the Iron Claw. Bear in mind, this does have a durability of 39. So that's the thing. This will be destroyed very, very quickly if I am unable to actually get good hits. And I'm talking about unarmored. So if I can get hits on unarmored pieces of the enemy's body, then I will kill them extremely fast. Very, very fast. So, oh, he's using a two-handed. This is absolutely perfect. Wow. Okay, I obviously was unaware whether he was going to be using a two-handed or something like that, but yeah, now that he's using this, this is going to be a bloodbath, or at least I hope it is. Okay, can I stab with this? No, I can just do overheads. Okay, I can just do overheads. That's good to know. Okay, so let me see. Oh yeah, 14 damage. 14 damage. Okay, not bad. Not as good as I actually wanted it to be. I wanted a little bit more damage than that. So I'm just going to wait until my stamina gets me that attack boost. There we go. 42 damage. Yes. Yes. And that is exactly what I'm talking about. That is the kind of thing that I absolutely love. I love this weapon. Super, super fun. And it's an adequate weapon or an ordinary weapon or something like that. Can you believe it? Yeah. That is incredible. Very, very enjoyable to use. And it also gives me a pretty decent amount of fame as well. So bear that in mind. Alright, so let's actually have a look here. Dashing skill or fame. I don't really use dash that much. But fame is going to be pretty easy to come by, I think. So we're just going to go for more dashing skill, I suppose. And otherwise, I don't need to heal myself. So I will be just donating 1,000 gold to gain some favor with the patrons. And we're just going to re-roll this. Okay, let's see. What else are we getting here? Nah, it's going to be pretty easy for me to actually see what I can actually buy in these things, because I'm only allowed to buy adequate and ordinary gear. So, let's see. A small hammer. Not so good. Sandals. No, that's not particularly good either. I would love to buy this because this is just one of my favorite chess pieces ever, but I cannot. So, no, I will not be doing that. Alright. Oh, yeah, my Iron Claw basically took no durability damage either. Alright, let me see here. Anything else? Ooh, Oval Shield. This is perfect. I love this shield. I think this is absolutely fantastic. So we're probably going to be buying that. There we go. Very nice. Okay, so let's actually just take a quick look and see what we're going to be doing. This is a... Wow, this is a very low reward right here, so not a big fan of that. This is looking pretty good, and that's luck of the draw. Okay, this is also a pit fight. This is prestigious. Okay, yeah, and wow, yeah. This is all pretty terrible, actually, all things considered. So what I'm going to do is... 1 versus 1. Yeah. Alright. Gonna take Unionize. And then we're gonna go for training one-handed swords. And that is pretty much all she wrote, because I am going to not take in my own weapons. So there you go. I can't actually bet with anything either, so that's unfortunate. But this is going to be kind of used as a bit of a training round for me. So I'm going to go in there, I'm going to pick up a sword, and I'm going to try and just do as much damage as possible in the quickest time possible, and just try to get some good skill level ups. That's it. That's all I'm going to try to go for here. I'm a bit unaware as to how good the spawns on this particular arena are. I think they're quite good, but because of the foliage and the grass and all that stuff, it does make it a little bit difficult to see, although I see a sword right now. There it is. Fantastic. There's a bunch of swords over here too. Oh, and also a shield. Thank you. I'm actually going to pick up this sword. I prefer this, and this is also an ordinary weapon as far as I'm aware, so it's going to be very, very useful. Okay, can this guy actually stop dodging around? What's his problem? What's his problem? He's just dodge for no reason. All right. Well, if he wants to do that, then that is his prerogative, of course. And maybe I'm going to be able to get some nice little backhands on him as well. I'd like to be able to charge up my attack a little bit. Oh, he actually threw it at me with accuracy. Surprisingly, that was some surprising accuracy from him. Very nicely done, sir. I will be the first to applaud you. I will be. Yes, I am the first to applaud you. I do not think I'm going to survive very long, unfortunately, with this amount of armor, but I'm going to try my best. Let me see here. 23 damage we actually did to his head. And as you can see, I'm in the sweet spot right now where I can actually do some pretty nice overhead damage. And I can get over his shield as well. And you may be thinking, why are you doing that? Why are you going for overheads only? Well, it's because you can get over the shield much easier. Okay, there we go. He's running over for another spear, but that's absolutely fine if he wants to do that because he's dead. All right, there we go. Perfect, absolutely perfect. And yeah, we are done. Yeah, I really want to get a 1 versus many. Actually, I would love to get a 1 versus many. Unfortunately, my sword didn't seem to skill up that much, but oh well. Never mind. Can't really do much about that. Max HP, another one. Okay, yeah, we're getting pretty lucky with that. Okay, so do we actually want to do something here? I think we will probably take this. Usually I don't do the Drunken Escapades event, and I just say I must stay sober for my next match. Usually I just say that because I don't want any of the negative effect, but I'm thinking, let's listen to Mazza's many stories, because that's going to gain 15 increased maximum favor with her, which is pretty incredible actually this early on, but you do suffer 30 max stamina decrease, which is obviously a pretty big deal. Anyway, there's a pick here, which is also an ordinary weapon, but it is a polearm, and I'd like to try and stay away from polearms if at all possible, even though I had a lot of fun in the last run. I don't really want to do that again if I can help it. You know, I'd like to try and use something a little bit different here. Okay, so I'm still using the Iron Claw. Let me just see if there's something that we can do here. Whoa, okay, these are all terrible. Yeah. These are all pretty awful. Let's have a look at the bets. Win within 2 minutes. I can win this one within 2 minutes, I think. Yeah. I can win this one within 2 minutes pretty easily. Technically, what I could do is I could re-roll. I could try to get a 1 versus many or something like that. I am actually unsure. Should I do the wild card? It's for Mazza. Huh. That kind of makes me think maybe I should do this one for Mazza and try to win within 2 minutes. Okay, let's try to win within 2 minutes, and we'll try to... I'm not going to do anything else, actually. I'm not going to do any of the other things. And we're just going to literally go to town with the Iron Claw. I'm going to try and kill people super, super fast, and we're going to see how that goes. And otherwise, apart from that, let's go for it. Why not? Oh, did I not train? Oh, I didn't train. Oh, well. Never mind. It's not that big a deal. In the end, we're going to have a suitable amount of skill with pretty much any weapon, and that's all that really matters. And to be fair, I do want to do this in 2 minutes, and having the extra stamina is definitely going to make all the difference in the world to being able to accomplish that. Now, what I need to do is I need to be opportunistic. I need to be a little sneaky, a little scoundrel, you know, a little backstabbing, little, well, awful person. Yes, I mean, I need to do that. Okay, here we go. 5 damage. I do not need 5 damage, please, sir. I need a lot more than that. Okay, there we go. That was a bit better. 23 damage. Can I get more? I do not want parries. That's the thing I do not want. Nice. Nice. What is this damage? This damage is absolutely incredible. Okay. Wow. He's dead. 40 damage with a one-handed weapon. 42 damage with a one-handed Look at him, he just... I feel like the Hulk. I feel like the Hulk when that happens. I feel literally like I am some kind of superhuman beast that is literally just gonna flick someone with their little finger and then be like, whoa, look at him, he's just gone flying across the room. Yeah, that is, yeah, wow. We did that almost in less than 1 minute, and that is purely for the fact that we had the Iron Claw. That was it. That was the only reason why we actually did that so incredibly fast. That was a lot of fun. I love that. That was really, really fun. Anyway, 2,000 gold, I think, is what we'll take. That seems pretty good. And 1,000 fame, that's also pretty nice. There are some good shields available at the adequate level, by the way. Really, really nice big shields, in fact, as well, which I very much like. I personally do not like the rusty shield at all, the spiked one. I think it doesn't protect me enough, so I'm going to just sell that straight away. And I'm probably going to be buying this one. But maybe I shouldn't do that. I'm not sure. Okay, so the Iron Claw needs to get swapped out, so we're going to be using the Golden Frying Pan once again. I need to repair the other one, so that's what we're going to do. And we're going to use... Well, we're just going to train one-handed maces, but we're not going to train that just yet because I want to get Heirloom, of course. And we probably want to get Seal of Approval as well. But let's actually just re-roll the shop once. Ooh, no, not enough, not enough. Can we get something good? Yeah, I'm actually hoping that I can possibly get the Frying Pan Shield, just purely for the fact that I think that would be amusing, and I think early on is probably going to be the only time that I'll be able to use it, you know, adequately enough, because otherwise it's just literally going to be one of those times where it's just like, oh yeah, never in a million years I'll be able to survive this, you know what I mean? So that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Anyway, Prestigious might actually be kind of fun, but where are the 1 versus manys? I want a 1 versus many, please. Seems like I'm not getting that at all, but I think, you know what? That's going to be the end of this episode. A little bit shorter than normal, but, you know, that's just how it is. Anyway, in the next one, we're going to be attacking with our one-handed mace. We're going to, well, it only has a damage of 12, so I guess I shouldn't really be surprised that we're only doing 10 damage, but yes, hopefully I'm going to be able to get another one of these so I can continue to swap them around and so on and so forth, and we're going to see how far we can get. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.